me, with the autumn now really set in, I have an ongoing job to deal with the leaves most weekends. October and November are leafy months. But determined to crack on with development and upgrades, here I am again, working on the trackbed around and through Linleys Station, the main one on the Linleys Garden Railway. The focus today is to measure up and clear the way for installing the next set of power and control cables. Hi, I'm Warren Brand and welcome to another Linleys video. Most of the local control and power supply cables lie under the track, mostly out the way, in grooves in the trackbed. With the complex arrangement of track circuits, signalling, points and whatnot, there's quite a lot of cabling to install. I'm going to concentrate on the suburban lines through the middle two platforms this winter. I laid this track temporarily a few months ago. Lifting it this time and keeping the sections ready to go back down again will make it easy to relay the track in due course. I just need to remove about 8 metres of track on both lines for the moment so that I can clear out the existing grooves and get ready to add more as I need. I've already cut about half of the grooves I need, but they're mostly full of grime now. These cables went in a couple of years ago and are the tail ends of some of the control circuits from Woodgate Crescent Station. I need to keep them in good order, ready to go back down and include in this station's control circuits. With some of the grooves exposed and cleared out a bit, I can measure up and get ready to make more cable bundles. More about that process in a later video, but for now I need to record some of the dimensions and finish the planning. On the side here, I also need to cut in a small conduit pipe to take the cables to the station buildings for the lighting there. I should have included this before, but only recently thought about adding lights to the station buildings. I can add this easily as I get going with cutting more grooves. I want to include circuits to supply lights to the station platforms and the signal box as well. I can do that as I go. From this cable junction point in the ground, I need to know how long the section is up to where the electronics cabinet will be on the side of the wooden studio. I put this big conduit pipe in years ago, but I didn't measure how long it was below ground. Pushing through this piece of flexi pipe will help measure the length of the big pipe. Next, I'll note down some of the main cable run lengths from the junction point here through to the platforms. I won't explain what sort of cable bundles I need to make up this time or how I'll make them. More about that later on, although if you look back at some of my older videos you can see some of this. Distance, this contractor could be noting down anything, couldn't he? What's the chances he's writing his shopping list for the things he needs to buy on his way home? He's not doing the crossword or a Sudoku, is he? No, for sure, that's not what he's doing. Maybe it's just that he's writing down a few useful comments, some points and details ready for drafting the voiceover later on. Or perhaps it is just what it seems. He's recording the various distances along the cable grooves, ready to make up some drawings later on. Okay, that's what it is then. Yes, drawing sketches and dimensions. Let's assume that's it then. I only realised the other day that I hadn't worked out exactly where the down signals will be at the ends of the platforms here. The footbridge, and this is the mock-up one that I made recently, and maybe you've seen those videos, will be about where the signals need to go. I can't place the signals beyond the footbridge off the end of the platforms, as the driver on approach won't be able to see them with the footbridge in the sight line. So I guess I need to place them just in front of the footbridge and perhaps have them actually mounted on the footbridge somehow. The main down on the left track in this direction is less of an issue, as the footbridge won't be in the sight line of the signal. All things to think about while I plan and ponder. I also need to finish the changes to the side of the wooden studio building. I made this building years ago and I initially had a taller window here. Since then I blocked up the lower section but didn't finish the replacement panelling on the outside. Today's the day for getting that job done. If you're interested in other developments made around the Linleys Garden Railway, take a look at some of the playlists here on the Linleys channel. This little bit of ground here has been in the shade ever since I put the building here. Nothing grows, of course. This poor little plant just about holds on to its few leaves. I think the patch of ground needs to be converted to form some part of a garden railway feature with some model buildings or something. No ideas in mind yet, and not a priority, not just yet. I've also returned the front panels to the studio so that it's more weatherproof for the winter, and with the wood burner going, I can use it during the winter months as well. That's it for this time. Take a look at some of the previous videos about the railway, and how about clicking on the next video in the sequence at the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.